going on, guys, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. And we are over here where I've done an absolute butt ton of sort of prep work in between last episode and this episode. I flew around looking for a mushroom island, and this, like, in this mod pack, they grow ridiculously freaking tall. So what I ended up doing was getting an RF Tools builder, which is just actually over here. And I can show you. Like, I was doing it, I had to do it in 3 different sections. So I've got chests set up over there and one over there as well. And then you sort of set up a shape card and you get it to mine down to a certain level, and like, it's just, the amount of blocks is just ridiculous that you sort of get from it, because the mountains went up so high. Then I went round with the exchanging gadget and turned all of the rest of the dirt and mycelium into just dirt. And then I went around again with the exchanging gadget and just done loads of different blocks of grass. And because obviously the render range and loading range, the island's a lot bigger than it, it's just taken a lot longer to actually make all of the ground go to grass. But the idea of this is that I wanted somewhere in order to work on this project that I'm planning on working on, and I wanted it to be in an area where we're not going to get hostile mob spawns, although that is a little bit not so true, because in this mod pack you get mushroom enderman and mushroom creepers spawn. So I've gone round and littered the entire place with these mega torches to try to block their spawns, and it is working for the most part, but every now and again I'll get a random one. But because I've claimed the entire island, the enderman should not actually be able to pick up the blocks anymore while they're over here. And then the building that I've got, I made a schematic from a building sort of designed, and we've sort of put aside all of the resources. Now, I know exactly what resources it is, because there was a feature that someone told me about in the comments, that if you get a book and then you go to the cannon with the schematic in, if you put it in here and then the checklist printer, it will then print out a checklist of things that you need. So this one is now checking the inventories next to it, and we have now got all of the ticks next to it. So we've got all of the resources needed for this build to go. We just need to supply it with the gunpowder. So if we go in here, we've actually put aside a whole bunch of gunpowder. Some more here. So can we feed this into here? Okay, I don't think, oh, I don't want that in there. So if we just put some gunpowder in there and we throw you, and then we can press play, and then it will start doing the building for us. So this is going to be a pretty long one, because it's got quite a lot of resources to go through, as you can probably tell. So once it's done, it's literally just going to be me AFK, and there's no point killing time. You watching me sort of be AFK? I wouldn't mind like having a sped up sort of time-lapse version of it, but for some reason replay mod just does not behave well with this mod pack, so I didn't even try to fight it on it not letting me to use replay mod. And I'm not gonna let my normal thing run and record for like the next 4 hours just to have a 30-second sped up clip. So I'll bring you back once the building's in place, and then I can actually tell you what I want to be working on. This stuff, by the way, here is just for these, what is that I needed to make? I had to make these large diamond cyan stained glass panes using the glass blower tile. And then this one was to make the smooth stone, so I had to make a whole bunch of smooth stone slabs. So once this is done, I will bring you back and show you the ins and out of the actual building and explain to you what it is I want to work on today. So yeah, catch you back in a fair little bit. Alright, so fast forward a couple of days and the building's finally done. It didn't take that long, but I've not really had the time to do any recording in the last few days. And the actual shape and the design of this building, although I've done a lot of block swapping and a lot of polishing, if you go onto Google and just search create schematics, there's an entire website that's got loads of schematics that you're able to download. So it actually saved me a lot of time. This was actually, I think it was a factory train station. So you had 2 train tracks were in either of these, but I'm not going to be using this building for that in any way whatsoever. Freaking guys, I swear to God. Now, because I've not actually mentioned what I want to use this for, is what my plan is to actually make some form of a chocolate factory. So we're going to be doing like a lot of block swapping, a lot more decorating than what it currently looks like, and we're going to be utilising and building a whole bunch of different machinery. mainly focused around create, but we are going to be using other mods in order to process some of the materials in order to make all of the gorgeous food that's in the game. So if we go to, if we just type chocolate, so we want to make the chocolate sauce, like chocolate fluid that is made by create, and you have to make that in the mixing thing with milk, cocoa beans and sugar. So we need to be automating sugar, cocoa beans and milk. Milk we are probably going to be getting, I wonder if we can use, is the cooking for blockheads in this? Yeah, so if we get a cow in the jar, this thing actually provides milk. So if we go capture some cows, and we can actually automate the milk relatively easily. Have we got some of these things? Yes, we do. So we're going to want a good few of them. Hopefully we can pump the fluid directly out. Map. We want to go probably behind us. I can see land over in that direction. Although I really should have picked up some of the mushrooms that were actually spawning here, but I just didn't really think of it. So let me go over, grab some cows, and once I'm ready to pop them in the jars, I'll bring you back. Alright, so managed to grab, I think it was 7 in total. There was just a whole ton of them, to be honest with you, because I've got nothing like passive spawning on this island. As soon as I got near the coast, there was just tons of passive mobs. So we want to put the cows, say, on top of these milk jars. And then what we need to then do is drop anvils on them, if I remember correctly. I don't know how far the anvils need to drop from, but this should then hopefully create milk jars that will passively produce milk. I don't know if it's going to produce milk fast enough for what we need. There we go. And we've got a whole bunch of different milk jars. So let's grab all of this glass back. Great. It didn't do it all in one go. That would have been way too easy. Can we like pick these guys up? First of all, let's put all of this garbage away. I also don't need these books on me anymore. Okay, he's picking them up. So if we do that, and then we want to make some tanks. So if we say 10, 20, needs to craft a whole bunch of stuff, that's fine. And done. And then we want some pipes. But I don't know if we want these pipes or not. What other pipes look good though? Let's go fluid. We've got GregTech ones, which doesn't look terrible. The crate ones do look good, but you actually need to give it rotational force to actually pump. And I don't want to have to do that for every single thing, but you know what, it's fine. We got fluid pipes. Why have we not got them on autocraft? Let's make a whole bunch of these guys. That way we can just make some of these fluid pipes, and then we need to make a fluid valve. So if we grab 12 of you, 16, smart fluid valve, great, we need electron tube. Thank you. Is it a smart one or just a fluid one? It's just a fluid one. I'm fairly sure that's how you do it. No, we need a mechanical one, which means we need the cogs. Let's make 100. So we're always going to be needing them. Mechanical, thank you. And let's see if we can't set up these guys. Now the milk setup is going to be relatively small, so we don't need a large area for it. Hey, watercraft complete. Got that. Like this main room, I want to have like our chocolate river in that maybe stretches through here and then into here and like wraps round to that area there. So if we say have the milk set up just in here, I think is probably going to be the best. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we make it wider? No, it can only be 4. Damn. But we can make it taller. Actually, you know what? Let's have 2 of them. Just for symmetry's sake and storage capacity. Yes. We're going to probably want more of these. Tank. Thank you. Mainly because we're going to need a whole bunch of these anyway. I think, yeah, we can increase that should we need to. But what we are going to want is, say, casing. Say get some copper casing to have these things on. So, got 7. We got 2 tanks. One of them's going to have more than the other. 1 That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Fine. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But do the pipes connect to these is my next question. It looks like they do. It looks like a very weird setup, but it's a setup nonetheless. We then bring you down to here, and then it can connect to both of them. And we're going to have to sort out the rotational energy. So if we then go, we're going to need, which backpack is it? This guy. Reverse that. So then it's pulling that way. And then we should actually have a electric motor. But have we got any flux points in order to supply it with energy? Flux plug. You know what? I need like a power source over here. Can I set up the power stuff? Rather than taking energy from elsewhere. Like, we can make the thermo generators. Supply them with water, or should we just make the nitro magnators? Yeah, I think if we just have like 2 of these running, it should be more than enough power. But we're then going to have to set up a new power network for it as well. Yeah, let me get the power situation sorted, because I don't want this area chewing up different power sources. I'd rather it have the energy being done over here, and that way we can have it just for this factory alone. So that way I don't really have to worry about it. So yeah, catch back in the second or 2, I think. Alright, so managed to get the milk started pumping. Do apologise for that. So yeah, we've got the power situation set up. I set up a separate network that is just now called Choco Factory or Choc Factory. Separate power supply. Then I've got the electric motor running this thing. It goes into a vertical gearbox, which is then pumping this direction, which is pulling the milk from all of our milk jars and filling up the main tanks. And then what we can do is pull from the main tanks into a main area. Do I want to make the chocolate, or do I want to like stack the farms in here? Like I can then have like cocoa bean farm being powered and bring up the rotational energy And then also up top further, I could then have the sugarcane farm being made. And then have the mixing of the chocolate done in here with a separate tank in the middle. Yeah, let me get the cocoa bean farm sort of up and running, because I'm going to have to make a bunch of mechanical harvesters and then actually figure out how to set it up. We've got the milk being auto done now, which is happy days. Quite a lot of milk actually, surprisingly, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let me get the cocoa bean farm in place and then the sugarcane farm in place. And then once I got them being processed, we can then see what the next step is in order to make this chocolate. Alright, so after some tinkering around and a lot of mistakes made and trying to figure out how the create stuff works, we've got a sugarcane farm working, so we've got like 3 harvester things just going in a ring here. And then each time it does a round, it's using these portable storage interfaces, which is then injecting the item out of this andesite funnel into the chute. Make that see-through. And then it drops onto this depot, which then gets dropped through this andesite funnel into that chute, which drops it directly in line with this other farm that we're doing underneath. So that drops down to here into this funnel and goes into this storage drawer. The same sort of setup that we've got for our cocoa bean one. Spinning around, harvesting 3 different lines of cocoa beans. When it does harvest it, it goes into this portable storage phase, onto the depot, through the chute, down into this chute, and then into this storage drawer. So now we've got the sugarcane and the cocoa beans being automated over here, which is working pretty well. So not on a massive scale, but it will do for now. We then sort of have to figure out a way of getting the sugar from sugarcane. So what inventive ways can we come up in order to do this? Automated packing, no. Crushing. I think the milling is probably going to be the best bet in order to make the sugar. So yeah, if we get like millstones, how can we set this up though in a way that's not going to look unsightly? By the way, our tanks are completely filled with milk, and so are our actual milk jars as well. And this is our little power cell that we've got underneath. So a way of doing this, let's have a look. Millstones. Have we got any made? I can't see any. We've got them on autocraft though. Let's make a few of them. We've also got a bunch of random crap that I keep on picking up. So I don't really know how the millstones work. Can you funnel in the top and then out the bottom? Or do you have to power them from the bottom? It looks like you have to power them from the bottom. So, maybe if we do a ponder on it, see if we can't figure it out that way. Okay, process items, yep, I gathered that bit. So you can power it from the side, and you could drop stuff in the top. Sometimes result can be obtained via right click or a funnel. Okay, so we should be able to power it from the side and just drop it straight down. So if we grab, say, another one of our storage drawers, where is, so it is just like here. So if we say do that, actually we're probably going to have to do it one lower, aren't we? Which is a little bit annoying. We can't pick that up with that obviously. So we're going to need a funnel in order to bring the sugarcane down, and then which means we're probably going to then end up having it like there if we do it that way. Which, to be fair, I really don't want to have to do it that way. So we've got our sugarcane there and we've got our cocoa beans there. If we just pipe either one, so sugarcane can come down on one side And we're going to be using different pipes in order to do this. Stop getting out of fly mode, please. So let's put away our create bits and pieces for the time being. Why have I got 2 super glues on me? I do not know. So if we have, say, cocoa beans come down to here, and we're going to want sugar down to here, which means we're going to want our millstone, say, about there. And have we got like normal logistical pipes? You are, yes, automatic logistical pipes, and then you. So if we go grab our pipes, but we don't want these two connecting. No. There we go. So if we have you coming down to there, and you can come down to this storage drawer here. You then go pull. Gonna take all of our cocoa beans down there. We're gonna have to supply this guy with some rotational force. So say if we have a vertical gearbox, we're gonna need some more gearboxes, that's for sure. Where are you? Right, pulley, gearbox, make 30. So I keep on going through them relatively quickly, and we're going to want it to be here, aren't we? So that's just stopped all of our farms up top, by the way. That's now doing a different rotational force, and it's actually in the wrong place as well. That could not have been a worse placement. That. And do that. Now, has that broken everything? It's now spinning the wrong way, and I don't know if that's going to work. It also means that this one's spinning the wrong way as well, doesn't it? Yep, so I'm going to have to reverse that again. God damn it. Can we get down here? So if we grab, say, another vertical gearbox. Do that. And then do that. That should have it spinning back the correct way. And we can then take this rotational force off the side. So, okay, do that. Do that. How can I... Am I going to need like a vertical gearbox in order to get a gear on it? You can tell how experienced I am with this stuff. So... maybe bring... Because we need it spinning, like, facing down, don't we? And I really don't know how to do that. Well, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to change the current setup. Okay, so I think I may know how to do it now. If we get a normal gearbox here, and then get a vertical gearbox on the top of this thing, maybe facing the right way. That way. And then link. Yay! I don't know if that's going to be crushing the right way or not, but it will do for now. And then we want to go pull. Let's see if this makes us sugar or not, or if it just makes a mess. Whee! Sugar. Awesome. So now we've got sugar, cocoa beans, sugar's being auto-crafted. All of the farms are now back up and running. We haven't broken anything. Yeah, we have. We've broken an entire line of the cocoa beans, unfortunately, from where the machine stopped. Let's grab some of you. Oh, okay. Dude, stop it. There we go. And let's just make sure the same... Oh, wrong one. Make sure the same hasn't happened to our sugarcane. Okay, our sugarcane I don't think is that easily breakable, so we should be good there. I'm going to have to find like panels to cover up these pipes because obviously they don't look all that fantastic. This thing we can actually hide with andesite casing, I do believe, so if we grab, say, some andesite casing, we can actually cover up these pipes. Please don't tell me I just broke all of that again. Really? Just because I was covering the freaking casings? There's got to be a more reliable way of getting the cocoa beans. Because I'm fairly sure each time I load and unload the area, a similar thing's going to be happening. Yeah. Because I kind of want to cover all of this stuff as well. No. Okay. That's fine. Freaking cocoa beans. I'll keep an eye on that just to see how it works. Now we need to figure out how we're going to combine said sugar, cocoa beans and the milk to make the chocolate. So, chocolate. Mix in. We need a heated blaze burner with the correct amount of milk, cocoa beans and sugar. So, have we got the blaze burner? Let's make one of you, or two of you. We are going to have to go grab a blaze though. Oh my god, pockets, inventory, problems. Then, where's our other bag? Here. Can take all of this other random stuff we're not currently using. And more top spoons will go in there. So, blazes. Do you think it's best just jumping straight into the nether rather than going to our mob spawner? Infinite lava. Fine. So, let me fly around and see if I can't spot a blaze. Actually, do these things sometimes have blaze spawners in? Come on. I need a blaze. Is there a blaze in here? Not in that one. Not in that one. God damn it. Where? Over here? This one? Maybe? Oh. Oh. Come on, one of them's got to have a blaze spawn now. Okay, let me find a blaze, otherwise I'm going to be tearing up this video time. Hey, found one with a blaze. Have you? I need one more. So they're marked by the blaze lanterns apparently. So I've got a ship over there. Come on guy. Need another one. I also need to figure out how to fuel these. Thank you. So let's first of all go away from there. How do we fuel? Blaze burners can provide heat to items processed in a basin. For this, the blaze has to be fed with flammable items. With a blaze cake, the burner can reach an even stronger level. We don't need that level of heat. The feeding process can be automated using deployers or mechanical arms. Interesting. I may go with the mechanical arms and feed it blaze rods, if that's a viable source. Heated. Yeah. I'll put one down and see if I can power it with blaze rods, because I'm fairly sure that's one thing that we are ever increasing the amount that we're getting. What is in this ship exactly? Have I been to the ship? Yes, I think I have. Yeah, I've definitely been here. Okay. Oh, like cool banners. This was where the Ignis fight dude was. The giant sword and shield guy that we had to fight. Using this thing. Okay, yeah, catch you back at the base after I figured out. Well, I got with a skelly spawn egg from that one. Once I figure out how to set this up, and I will bring you back. Alright, so leaps and bounds ahead of stuff I've managed to get done. I had to make these mechanical arms, so I had to go back to base and automate the precision mechanism. These guys, so I had to set up this entire deployer line in order to get these to make the arm. I had to make the arm in order to reload or auto reload the blaze rods into the blaze burner, and then I've linked up pipes to pump milk and then the sugar and then the cocoa beans into the mixer. At the moment it's got 1 bucket of chocolate, 1 bucket of milk, and then ready for the next mix. So what we want to do is we need to get a bucket of chocolate first of all. So if we get have we got an empty bucket anywhere? Bucket. There you go, an empty bucket. Can we grab just the chocolate and not the milk? No. There we go. So if we then do that, clear the filter, that's going to make the next lot of chocolate. Then we want to make a advanced pipe, I do believe it's called. One that we can do the filter on. So if we say make a smart fluid pipe, and we say to come out from, god damn it, let's put some stuff away because it's getting a little bit chaotic. You. I'm not working with the AE system at the moment. So then we can clear, oh, god damn it. We can clear the filter, put smart fluid on here, get our chocolate bucket and do that, and hopefully it will only pump out chocolate. We're going to need another mechanical pump. So where are you? Mechanical pump. Am I blind? I think I may be blind. Oh, there we go. I was blind. So if we do that and have a mechanical pump then on here, and then we're going to want the pipes come here, and then we're probably going to want 2 big tanks. So if we go and grab, say, can we craft 60? Some ingredients could not be extracted from the work. We try. Craft me them goddamn tanks. And then I'll need to link this up, but with what I do not know. Can we like do a roundabout way of bringing this rotational force around? I don't think it's going to look very nice if I do it that way. I would much rather have it come up from underneath here. So say, yeah, I think that's going to be probably the best bet. Do one of these. Is this, yeah. Do that, then do that. Awesome. So that's now going to be pumping. Hopefully it's not pumping into the world. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. God damn it. Stop. No, crap. Stop. Of course. I had a feeling that that's what I want to happen, but not right now. Oh, crap. Can we, like, get rid of this? Chocolate does look pretty cool, though. Hopefully it's not made too much of a mess. Okay. Don't believe that happened. But I had a feeling it may happen. I just didn't really think it through before placing the stuff down. So if we have, say, 2 tanks. That's decently sized, isn't it? Now, if we then do that, have that pump in, it should just be chocolate. Yeah. So that is everything being like automated in order to make our liquid chocolate. So our blaze burner, as soon as that starts running low, this will then grab the blaze rods off of the depot. And the depot is actually being fed by a item pipe with an ender chest, which has an exporter back on the spaceship that's exporting blaze rods to the ender chest. Then we've got a pipe coming from natural into the middle, pipe from natural. So I don't know why they have boxes around them. The sugar. It's weird. I might have pressed something on the configurator that allows me to do that. Is that like configurate items? Wrench. Empty. I don't know. That is village items. It's weird. I'm not too sure why that's like that, but I really don't like the look of the gears, but what we can actually do is cover the gears and make it into like a gear chain, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But that's making our chocolate fully automatically now. It's quite a mess. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was praying to do it neatly, but this thing has now just stopped. Why have you stopped? Have I broke something along the way? You are still sending rotational force up there. Why is this not working? Okay. So, encased shaft. So you're going to want a vertical gearbox. There goes the sugarcane. Wow, I mustn't have unloaded for a while then. Yeah, I think that might have been where I was messing with encasing everything. Yeah, so it's just topping up, and that should mean hopefully the top section is, yeah, that's still doing its job as well. Happy days there. I'll try to get panels to cover up these pipes, but as far as in here goes, I don't think there's much I can do to make it look better. I may swap out the floor. But then we've got a pipe just coming through here, and this is the main point. Like, that tower thing isn't even a section I wasn't even planning on building in there, but I thought, well, we've got a massive empty tower, so we may as well make the most of it. And having the entire chocolate making setup all in this one tower will be really good. And I think maybe changing like the colour scheme of the tower to be like a chocolate sort of waterfall thing coming out the top. But that's probably going to be something that I do in between episodes. Like, we're definitely nearing time of the end of this one, because although I think the record time's only around about 50 minutes, I've been working on this now, like the building, the terraforming of the entire island, and trying to figure out all of this and then automating. everything using the crate. Like, this is all stuff that I'm not familiar with, so it's taken me nearly a week, and I don't want it to be ages till I get like the next episode out to you guys. So we're now making a chocolate. What we can then do, I do apologise for that, I've got an ice cream van that's literally pulled up outside my house. What we can do is actually have a look to see what we can then do with the chocolate. So we need to then pump it into another basin with a mechanical press in order to make the bars of chocolate. We can make the chocolate cake. So we can then also run it into a filling spout to make the chocolate glazed berries and the chocolate cake and the chocolate pie hot chocolate as well. So I may set up automation lines for all of them. What can we then do with the chocolate bars? Make s'mores. Turn it back into chocolate, which I don't really see the point of. But yeah, the bars of chocolate will then make chocolate pie and s'mores. What I want to do is there like anything sweets? So sweet potato chips, sweet berry pie, sweet rolls. So this is something else that I want to automate. So we need to be automating bread to then make the sweet rolls. So we're going to have a production line. But I think having a production line just purely for making chocolate bars. So like one of these tanks can be sent off to a spout system and a pulley system over here for making chocolate bars. And then this room here is going to be our main sort of chocolate river going through the middle from here. So we'll probably enclose this section, have this section be the production side of things, and then have this thing for like the viewing thing, and then we can have like a pump for a chocolate like waterfall coming out the wall here. But that's all something that we can work on next episode. But we've got the chocolate being automated now, which I'm very happy about. What I will do is show you the setup that I had to do in order to make them precision mechanisms. So if we head on back over to home, we could go to the industrial room. It's round on this side. I've not decorated the room for it yet. So we've got 3 different deployers. One with the small cogwheels, one with large cogwheels, one with iron nuggets. And then these are all being topped up using our ME system with crafting upgrades to make all of them things. And then these go through 5 different stages. So what will happen if I go to complete mechanism? Is it complete mechanism? What's it called? If we just go to create, we've got 3 of them already made. Say we want to make one of these. This then has to go through this machine 5 times. So do that, and then it goes through phases, and it goes to like 20% complete, then 40, then 60, then 80, then 100. The only thing that I've not worked out is that occasionally, like 1 in every 3 times, the finished product will not come out complete. It will come out as salvage, so it will come out as like a golden nugget or a golden plate. And I don't know how to tell my AE system that if that comes in to then trigger the crafting recipe again. Like that time it came through as a plate, and because it's come through as a plate, if we go over to our ship, we go over to the crafting, is it crafting pattern, me access, oh that's just me turning it around, I don't want to do that. That is that. So if we go and look around here, actually this one's still got it as crafting, but because it's not received the finished product, it's not registering it, and because the process didn't complete a complete process, it's still just going to be stuck here. So I have to come and manually cancel it, which is just a little bit tedious. So I'm going to try to figure something out about that, but I'm not too sure how to do a workaround on that. Like have an import thing saying that if this importer receives this item or this item, to then trigger another crafting recipe of this item. It's going to be a workaround that I'm going to have to try to figure out, but nevertheless that's going to be something that I do in between episodes. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.